y'all, Angelique here, and I was about to put these layouts in their albums and decided to go ahead and do a layout share before I put them away. All the layouts can be found on my Instagram page. I'll leave that link in the description box below if you want to go check it out. This layout was created using an older collection from Authentique called Quest. It's a simple grid design, and I rounded the corners of the photos and double matted them. And this was our trip to Colorado that we took in 2006. I used Echo Park, Good Day Sunshine, and Simple Stories, So Happy Together. And the title was done with bright colored chipboard alphas. And I had a few large buttons in my stash that I used for some of the embellishment clusters. I have 2 different journaling spots, and I'm going to have to cut a slit in the page protector to make it easier to pull out the tags instead of reaching down in the page protector to pull them out. This was our first trip to the river, and still when we go to Corpus Christi, we stop at this river to stretch out and do a little fishing and relaxing and creating more memories. For this layout, I used Close to My Heart Summer Vibes. I feel like these photos are printed on thin cardstock and not photo paper. So I'm going to go back and reprint these photos onto photo paper. I love the bright colors in these embellishments and that title. And this was one of our trips to Corpus Christi, so I need to do some journaling so I can put the year in there. This was such a fun trip, and I love how we wrote our name in the sand. That was so cool. This one is so cute, y'all. I used different school collections from my stash to create this layout. I just loved how the floral paper matched her dress. It was made for that photo. So the teddy bear was created by our teacher, so I had to use it on the layout. And I've got a crazy story for this first day of preschool. So I dropped off my daughter on her first day and met the teacher, introduced her to my daughter Casey. I said goodbye and I went on home, and about 30 minutes later, I received a phone call from the teacher telling me that they cannot find my daughter. She's missing, and they locked the doors, and they have everybody out looking for her, and not to worry, they will find her. She said, I remember you dropping her off, so I know she's here somewhere. I told her, I'm on my way. Let me get my newborn son ready. I'll be there soon. He was 14 days old, y'all. Right before I left the house, I received another phone call from the teacher saying that we found her, and I'm very relieved, so I asked, where was she? And the teacher said she was here in the classroom the whole time. They were calling her Cassie, and she wasn't answering because Cassie's not her name, it's Casey. And y'all, still to this day, her name is mispronounced by everyone. This tag is a pull-out, and so when I put it in the page protector, I'm going to add a slit the size of the tag so that I can pull it out easy without having to pull out the entire page. It's a note from the teacher apologizing to me for worrying me on her first day of preschool. It reads, I'm sorry for worrying you. I was calling the wrong name. I've never lost one. Again, I'm sorry. I'm glad I have that note from the teacher as a reminder of our first day of preschool. It was very scary for me, but for Casey, she had no idea it even happened. Here's another layout using the collection from Authentique called Quest. These are photos of my daughters and my husband and I way back in 1997. I love the tag design I used. I scrap lifted it from an idea from something I found on Pinterest. Pinterest is a really good place to find layouts. I used some red ribbon for the bow in the right-hand top corner and some clearish gold for the tags. I need to start using my ribbon some more because I got quite a bit. I'm going to have to scrap lift this for myself because I love this layout so much. This is one of my favorite layouts of all time. My daughters make me laugh so hard. They got into my makeup, so they prettied themselves up, and instead of me getting upset, I just had to get the pic. They're just too cute. This paper collection is from Simple Stories, Kate Nash. I created these flowers by cutting out different shaped petals, and I layered them on top of each other to create dimension, and I added a brad in the middle. And I distressed all the edges using a vintage photo in Distress Oxide. This is the Best Summer Ever collection, and it's from Echo Park. I loved the colors of this collection. It was perfect, and it matched their t-shirt so well. These are my daughters from 1999, and they're planting strawberries. They sure enjoyed planting the seeds and watering them, and honestly, I don't remember if they grew, but they just loved playing in the mud. I used the floral stickers and the wooden hearts to create the embellishment clusters, And I did some good journaling on this layout, so I'm pretty proud of that. They were just too cute. Here's one of my 8.5 by 11s. I rarely do any this size, but sometimes you'll see a few. This is from a Close to My Heart collection called Stitched Together. The flowers were embellishments from this collection, and the smaller blue flowers were from my stash that I bought many, many years ago at Michael's. The photo really means a lot to me right now at this moment. This is me, my sister, brother, and our mom. She recently passed in December 2023, but thankfully in 2019 we were able to find her family. She was adopted as an infant, but at the age of 69, she found them after searching for many, many years. Although she is no longer with us, we still keep in touch with the family. It's been wonderful to get to know them. And I need to journal this memory so we don't forget where this was taken. This one is so sweet. This is my oldest daughter making dumplings with her grandma, my mom, for their chicken and dumplings dinner. She was such a mess, but she was so adorable. I used the Close to My Heart collection called Eat, Play, Love. And the title here was made with white alpha chipboard, and I painted green glitter over the top and used a few wooden embellishments. This is a photo of my son blowing bubbles. I had these bubble stickers from way back when. I want to say from Creative Memories, or it may have been a different name, but I do remember they were from years ago. Looks like I used a white gel pen to outline the title and put a few lines here and there. It's really cute. I believe this layout was made using papers from different collections from Creative Memories. I chose the ribbon first and then went from there, choosing papers that matched the ribbon. I really need to use ribbon more often because I've got tons of it. I need to get it used up. This was my son back in 2007 with his best friend, his little ducky. I used pop dots on the back of the stars to add dimension and used some wooden embellishments to finish it off. This collection is Simple Stories, Safe Travels. I added some gold striped washi tape here at the top and the bottom, and the photos are hard to see, but I love this moment. The papers match the muted colors of the photo. This is my son and my niece in 2008 at a local amusement park here called Joyland. They loved riding the rides that made them think that they were actually driving. They took turns being the drivers. They were so cute. Here's a good one, a double page layout, which I don't do many of these at all. But if there's a lot of photos, I will go ahead and do a double layout. This is on my son's 20th birthday. I did some mixed media on white cardstock. I used Dina Winkley sprays. The paper collection was from a mix of Doodlebug Design and Photo Play, and the alphas were the perfect color to go with this layout. The film strip was from my stash, and on the second page, I layered the photos to look as if they were like Polaroids. I love this layout, and I love this memory. And then right after, here's my son's first day at kindergarten. Such a cutie. I used a mix of papers from Creative Memories and some stickers from my stash. So pretty much any school collection would work for this type of layout. Just a few embellishments and it's done. This is a photo of my kids after they got their hair cut for picture day at school one year. I used a spring collection from Close to My Heart called Daisy Meadows. It was geared more towards Easter and spring, but I was able to create a daily event layout from that collection. I love the enamel dots, and I love all their smiles. This is a cute little layout of my daughters posing at one of our trees in the backyard. I fussy cut the leaves and the embellishments out and created clusters and randomly added the leaves as if they were falling. I also distressed the edges with Distress Oxide in the color Vintage Photo, and the collection was Celebrate Autumn by Echo Park. This collection is called Craft and Create by Cartabella. I love the little embellishments on the layout, the paints and the paintbrushes, all the art icons. It fits our family perfectly. We did a fun little paint party at my sister's house watching the YouTuber Cinnamon Cooney that painted a cute cactus. So my title of the layout is Cute Cactus. I used alphas from Dollar Tree, and in order to make it more dimensional and not get lost on the busy page, I glued them to the white cardstock and fussy cut it out and added pop dots on the back. And I drew a black line around the edge of the page to frame it in a little bit. I'm so glad I did the journaling on this layout also. Okay, this collection is actually a Christmas collection, but I use it for my oldest daughter's 27th birthday. I just love the colors of this collection, and it reminded me of her, probably because her birthday is in January and the Christmas layouts and stuff are still out on my desk. And sometimes we celebrate Christmas, New Year's, and her birthday all on the same day. It's busy, crazy, fun days, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Y'all, look at these sweet little girls. My daughter's back in 1998, and these little teddy bears were iron-ons from Walmart. The collection was from Close to My Heart called Stitched Together. I used black Jelly Roll pens to create the trail and the butterflies, and those butterflies were from the Dollar Tree. And it looks like I added some splatter from one of my shimmer brushes from Close to My Heart also. I'm so glad I added the journaling. The alphas were from Maggie Holmes, and I used clear shimmer brush on them to give them some shine. So cute. The papers from this layout are from my stash. They are all from different collections from Close to My Heart. I created the flower punches from my 3-layered heart punch. The large heart I got from Jessica Grace on YouTube. I loved what she did with her heart, and I didn't have a Cricut at the time, so she was sweet enough, and she sent me a heart that she had cut out. The bows are from the ribbon in my stash, and the title is from the Eat, Play, Love collection from Close to My Heart. Here you can see that I used that layering flower punch again to create my embellishments for this layout. I use those punches quite a bit from now on. They are definitely one of my favorite purchases. The top and bottom edges are strips I distressed with paper distresser. And I love the layers of the different papers, and the 2 hearts in the left top corner are layered on fun foam. This collection is from Simple Stories called Sweet Talk. Now it's time to put them in their albums. I have several albums that I put my layouts in. First is by calendar year, and they're chronological, but as you noticed, I don't scrap in chronological order. It's whatever I'm in the mood for at the time. I also have albums for each child for their birthdays and for their school years, and then several albums for Christmas, Easter, and Halloween. And I also realized doing this layout share how many empty journaling spots there were. It's important to write down just a little bit of something so you'll have a memory with the photo while you're flipping through your albums. So I'm going to make sure that I journal on them before I put them away. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!